Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, thank you for joining us today. I want to seek the blessings of Radha Madhava, Radha Shyam Sundar Krishna Ram, Bal Gopal, Gonita, Shila Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj, and assembled devotees. So we've been looking at the Jyotirlingas yesterday, different Jyotirlingas. There's in total roughly 64, but there's 12 very auspicious ones. And we've been looking at some of those all around Bharat. So we yesterday looked at the Somnath Jyotirling, and then Sri Shailam Jyotirling, and then Mahakaleshwar in Ujjain, and then the Omkareshwar Jyotirling, again in Madhya Pradesh. Kedarnath, which is right next to the Himalayas up here. Beautiful Jyotirling there. And Bhim Shankar temple is where we stopped yesterday. So this temple is again in Maharashtra in Pune. And then Vishwanath temple. So Vishwanath temple is in Banaras or Varanasi. Very famous temple. In fact, devotees of Lord Shiva go to Varanasi to leave their bodies because they know Lord Shiva will give them protection. And he does. When somebody goes for the right reasons, he will chant the names of Ram into their ear at the end. So this is the mercy of Lord Shiva. Varanasi, a city that oozes charm and mesmerizing beauty, is amongst the holiest cities in Bharat and arguably in the world. With a massive number of temples, shrines, and ghats, for anyone who seeks the blessings of the Almighty, Varanasi should be at the top of their priority list. Known as Lord Shiva's city, this majestic place has a distinct essence in its soothing surroundings, which would certainly leave any visitor spellbound. Many people from all over Bharat visit the shores of the pious Ganga, take a holy bath, which is believed to banish all the sins from the body and the soul. If you are visiting Varanasi anytime soon, then a boat ride at the holy Ganga should be top of your bucket list. This would be an unforgettable experience of your life, as the picturesque views from the rides have a charm of its own. I remember actually taking that ride last time we went, to Varanasi, and it is a fascinating place, fascinating journey down the Ganga. The stunning panoramic experience of temples and practices of Vedic rituals would harmonize your heart and soul. You should also attend the glorious Aarti sessions at the Ganga. So these happen in the morning and in the evening. They truly are fascinating experiences. Spiritual chants and the essence of aromatic surroundings will be an ideal experience if the person wishes for a calm and serene place to cherish. This divine ceremony is even enhanced in magnitude when witnessed at the Dasaswamedha Ghat. That's the main Ghat. The use of heavy brass lamps for the ceremony makes the experience even more satisfying. Another important landmark of Varanasi, popularly known as Sarnath, is renowned as the place where Lord Buddha illustrated Dharma. It is among the most prominent Buddhist sites of all around the world. You can also witness the humongous pillar of Dharmek Stupa, Also, the visual brilliance of the Ashoka pillar would be a treat to your eyes. Varanasi is truly an alluring sight that captivates travelers with its holiness and tranquility. So, the temple there is called the Vishwanath temple. And that is actually one of the forms of the Jyotirlingas, Shiva. Very popular temple. It's really a fascinating place. And in that temple, actually, we should try to find some pictures. Let me just see if I can quickly find some pictures of the Vishwanath temple. It's fascinating. It's they have golden Vishwanath Varanasi. It is a fascinating temple with a lot of opulence, and it looks absolutely incredible. And there's lots of holy waters or little wells there, which one can go and visit. So this is an example. This is an example of the domes of the temple. Really amazing. And this is from a little distance. You have to queue for long periods of time to get darshan of the Shivling here. But it's worth it. And people are really nice, actually. So there's a bit more of a view from another side. Here's the queue. I remember spending hours in this queue. So it's a lot longer than that. And this is the Jyotirling, once you get darshan. Kashi Vishwanath temple. So very, very beautiful. Okay. And, yes.
I have one, but I'm not sure if you can see it. Little bit dark here.
Yes, you got the photo. Yes, I can see the photo. Yes.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Okay.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
We can see.
Yeah.
So you took this
there?
photo, huh?
No, we bought it over there because we were not allowed to take the camera inside, so we bought it.
Wow. And there's loads of little shaligrams there, isn't there?
Oh yeah, it seems to be like little shivling. In fact, all around the temple there are so many shivling around the temple.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. That was good.
Okay.
Very good. Very good.
Nice darshan.
Yeah. And around the temple, there are also many wells that lead down to the Ganga. So from one well, I remember we got a whole lot of water, a whole lot of jal. And we still got it, actually. It's still very pure and fresh, as you'd expect from the Ganga. Okay. So that's good old Varanasi. Very nice, beautiful place. Amazing place, actually. Next, Trimbakeshwar. Where is Trimbakeshwar? Nasik. So here, by the way, is Vishwanath Temple, North Bharat, in Uttar Pradesh, Varanasi. And now we are traveling to Nasik, which is here. So the next Jyotirling is in Trimbakeshwar. This is the temple and the Shivling. There's another view of this incredible monument. And that's a lovely rainbow. Incredible picture. The name Nasik derived from the Sanskrit word Nasik, which literally means nose. As per Ramayan, Nasik is a location on the banks of Godavari River, where Lakshman, by the wish of Lord Ram, cut the nose of the demon Shurpanaka. And thus the city was named Nasik. It is also known by the name Panchavati. Nasik is an ancient city in the northwest region of Maharashtra in Bharat. Situated on the banks of Godavari River, Nasik is best known for being one of the Hindu pilgrimage sites, that of the Kumbh Mela, which is held every 12 years. So this is very important. Every 12 years, Nasik becomes a center stage for the Kumbh Mela. Trimbakeshwar temple of Lord Shiva is a famous temple in Nasik. This Jyotirling in Trimbakeshwar temple is only one of the 12 Jyotirlings in Bharat. It not only honors Lord Shiva, but also the other two devatas in Holy Trinity, Lord Vishnu and Lord Brahma. The extraordinary feature of the Jyotirling located here is its three faces embodying Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and Lord Rudra. Due to the excessive use of water, the linga has started to erode. The Kalaram temple is an old Hindu shrine dedicated to Ram in the Panchavati area of Nasik city in Maharashtra. It is probably the most important Hindu shrine in the city. The temple derives its name from the black stone of Lord Ram. The literal translation of Kalaram is black. So this Trimbakeshwar temple is fundamental important in Nasik. Next, we are going to Vidyanath. And Vidyanath is here in Jharkhand. And you can see quite a few structures with domes, which is very interesting. And here is the Shivling itself. Vidyanath Jyotirling temple, also known as Baba Vidyanath Dham or Vidyanath Dham, is one of the 12 Jyotirlings, the most sacred abode of Shiva. It is located in Degor in Santhal Parganas division of the state of Jharkhand. The act of curing made Lord Shiva equal to a doctor or Vedya, hence the name Vidyanath. So this is the wonderful pastime of this Shivling that it helps cure any ailments that one has. And Lord Shiva is known as Vidyanath. Vedya is doctor, Vidyanath. Nageshwar, next Jyotirling, and J, that is there. Oh yes, this is in Dwarka, Nageshwar. Huge deity. Huge deity of Lord Shiva outside the temple. And it is a glorious sight, I have to say. Nageshwar is one of the legendary temples mentioned in the Shiv Puran and is one of the 12 Jyotirlings. It is located in Dwarka, Gujarat. A major highlight of Nageshwar temple is a massive 80 feet tall statue of Lord Shiva, or deity. The temple itself is characterized by typical Hindu architecture. The Nageshwar Shivling is made up of stone known as Dwarka Shila. Oh, wow. Okay. Having small chakras on it. It is the shape of 3 Mukhi Rudrakshas. Daruka and the demons were defeated and Parvati saved the remaining demons. The lingam that Supriya had set up was called Nagesh. It is the 10th linga. Lord Shiva once again assumed the form of Jyotirling with the name Nageshwar, while the goddess Parvati was known as Nageshwar. Interesting. So this, again, we had the great fortune to go here last year. And again, fascinating temple. A lot of space in this temple for the congregation, for the devotees to gather inside the temple. And they gave very nice darshan actually. So in Dwarka, there's a lot of things in Dwarka, of course. Rukmini Dwarkadish temple is there, which is the main pilgrimage site. But this Jyotirling is considered very important. Next one is Rameshwar. So Rameshwar is in the south, all the way down. All the way down. Oh, can you see it? It's the K here, South Bharat, Tamil Nadu, quite far away from anywhere. And it is a phenomenal temple. Phenomenal temple. This is the outside, this is the inside. Here one can take bath in their different kunds. I think they have 18 or something like that. Kunds where you can bathe one after the other with jugs of water. The pujari will come with you and pour jugs of water all over you. And this is the Shivling. Rameshwar means Lord of Ram, Ram, Ishwar. Of course, that is Lord Ram, not Lord of Ram. Oh, I suppose they could understand it, Lord of Ram. The devotee controls the Lord because he just wants to serve the Lord. And he defeats the Lord because of his service attitude, and thus becomes the Lord of Ram. The the temple is called Ramanatha Swami. Ramanatha Swami. According to Ramayan, Ram, seventh avatar of the Lord Vishnu. Of course, we understand that the Krishna's tu Bhagwan Swayam, the original personality God is Krishna. But some people believe it's Vishnu, so we don't argue because it's one and the same person. So he prayed, Ram prayed to Lord Shiva here to absolve any sins that he might have committed during this war against the demon king Ravan in Lanka. And another reason why Lord Ram worshipped Shivling was because Ravan was a devotee of Shiva. So to observe the etiquette, Ram requested Lord Shiva, I am going to defeat your devotee, Ravan. Please give me the permission. Of course, he doesn't need anybody's permission. But this is the etiquette observed by the Lord. And Lord Shiva, of course, he knows who Ram is. So he said to Ram, you're free to do anything you like. I have no objections. He, of course, knew what Ravan was like. Selfish person, demoniac person. According to the Puranas, upon the advice of sages, Ram, along with his wife Sita and his brother Lakshmana, installed and worshipped the lingam. So this was after the killing of Ravan. Here, to expedite the sin of Brahma Hatya, incurred while killing of a Brahmin. Ravan. To worship Shiva, Ram wanted to have a lingam and directed his trusted lieutenant, Hanuman, who's of course avatar of Shiva, to bring it from the Himalayas. So interesting. Oops. Oops, not sure what happened there. Let me just come out of that. Go back in. Oh, not sure what's happening here. Just 1 second. Okay, got it. What's going on here? Sorry. Okay, got it. Good. So that. Since it took longer to bring the lingam, Sita built a lingam made of sand from the nearby seashore which is also believed to be the one in the sanctum of the temple. So this is the original lingam which Sita made with her hand. And this is long. I mean, they appeared millions of years ago. So it's a very, very long and old lingam. This account is well supported by the original Ramayana authored by Valmiki, where it is written in the Yudhkand. Setu Karai is a place 22 kilometers before the island of Rameshwar, from where Ram is believed to have built a floating stone bridge, the Ram Setu bridge, thus that further continued to Dhanushkodi in Rameshwar till Talai Manar in Sri Lanka. According to another version, as quoted in Adhyatma Ramayana, Ram installed the lingam before the construction of the bridge to Lanka. Interesting. Ram Setu Bridge is a chain of limestone shoals between Rameshwar and Manar Island off the northwestern coast of Sri Lanka. Geological evidence suggests that this bridge is a former land connected between India and Sri Lanka. The bridge is 29 kilometers, 18 miles long, and separates the Gulf of Mannar northeast from the Palk Strait southwest. So that's the connection between the two. Okay. It is one of the 12 Jyotirling temples. It is one of the 275 Padal Petra Stalams, where three of the most revered Nayaras, Shaivat saints, Apar, Sundarar, and Tirugnana Sambandha, have glorified the temple with their songs. The temple was expanded during the 12th century by the Pandya dynasty, and its principal shrine sanctum was renovated by Jayavira Chinkai Riyan and his successor Gunavir Chinkai Ariyan, monarchs of the Jaffna kingdom. The temple has the longest corridor among all Hindu temples in Bharat. It was built by King Muthuramalinga Sethupathiyai. The temple located in Rameshwar is considered a holy pilgrimage site for Shaivites, Vaishnavas, and Smartas. Mythological. We don't like this word, mythological. But historical accounts depict this presiding deity, the lingam of Ramanatha Swami, Shiva, as having been established and worshipped by Ram before he crossed his bridge to the present day of island of Lanka. This temple is the holiest of the Hindu Char Dham, 4 sites, comprising Badrinath, Puri, Dwarka, and Rameshwar. Though the origins are not clear, the Advaita school of Hinduism established by Shankaracharya, who created Hindu monastic institutions across India, attributes the origin of the Char Dham to the sea. The primary deity of the temple is Ramanatha Swami Shiva in the former lingam. There are 2 lingams inside the sanctum, one built by Ram from sand, residing as the main deity, Ram Lingam, and the other one brought by Hanuman from Kailash, called Vishwalingam. Ram instructed that the Vishwalinga should be worshipped first, since it was brought by Hanuman. The tradition continues even today. Oh, not again. Okay, good. There are 64 tirths, holy water bodies in and around the island of Rameshwar. Wow. According to Skanda Puran, 24 of them are important. Bathing in these tirths is a major aspect of pilgrimage to Rameshwar, considered equivalent to penance. 22 of the tirths are within the Ramanatha Swami temple. So this is where you can bathe. These 22 tirths, the pujari will bring a lota and give you a bath. The number 22 indicates 22 arrows in Ram's quiver. Interesting. The first and major one is Agni Titham, the sea. Okay, so now the last one, which is L, and that's here, Maharashtra. There's 3 Jyotirlings in Maharashtra, 2 in Gujarat, 2 in Madhya Pradesh, 1 in Tamil Nadu, 1 in Jharkhand, and this was Uttar Pradesh, and Uttarakhand is one as well. So, Greeneshwar. This is Greeneshwar. This is the Shivling there, this is the temple. Greeneshwar Jyotirling temple, sometimes referred to as Greeneshwar or Gushameshwar temple, is one of the shrines dedicated to Shiva that is referred in the Shiv Puran. The word Graneshwar means Lord of Compassion. Graneshwar Jyotirling temple, sometimes referred to as, is one of the shrines dedicated to Shiva. Is located in Ellora, less than a kilometer from the Ellora Caves, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, 30 kilometers northeast of Aurangabad, 300 kilometers from Mumbai. The temple structure was destroyed by the Delhi Sultan in the 13th and 14th century. The temple went through several rounds of rebuilding, followed by destruction during the Mughal rule. It was rebuilt in the current form in the 18th century under the sponsorship of the Queen, Aliya Bai Holkar of Indore, after the fall of the Mughal Empire. It is presently an important and active pilgrimage site of the Hindus. Attracts long lines of devotees daily. Anyone can enter the temple premises and its inner chambers, but to enter the sanctum core, the Garbha Gruha of the temple, the local Hindu tradition demands that men must go bare-chested. So this is one of the few temples that you actually go bare-chested, the men at least. The temple was reconstructed by Maloji Boshale of Viru, grandfather of Shivaji, okay, in the 16th century, and then later, as we talked about earlier, Ahilya Bai in the 18th century. She's credited with rebuilding some of the major Hindu temples, such as Kashi Vishwanath, Varanasi Vishnu Temple in Gaya, and Machraj Jyotirling in Somnath. Wow, she's an amazing lady. The Greeneshwar temple is an illustration of the Maratha temple architecture, style, and structure. The temple, built of red rocks, is composed of 5-tier shikhar. This 240-foot by 185-foot temple is the smallest Jyotirling temple in Bharat. Halfway up the temple, thus avatars of Vishnu are carved in red stone. A court hall is built on 24 pillars. Of these pillars, there are carvings summarizing various legends and histories of Shiva. The Garbha Griha, measuring 17 by 17 foot. The Linga Murti faces eastward. There is a Nandi bull in the courtyard. The temple houses carvings and sculptures of many gods and goddesses. So that's the end, I think. Yeah. So that's the end of the interesting Jyotirlings around Bharat. Any questions, any comments, please?
Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Karuna.
Okay, Karuna, Mataji, you finish first.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to share. Years back when I was 9 years old, we went to Grihaneshwar temple with my Pitaji and Mataji, and I remember very well that my Pitaji had to remove his shirt and wear only a dhoti, and I'm not sure, but I think that they were only couples were allowed to enter and worship the Shivling, because I remember that we stayed outside near a well. I remember well because the well, it's not something that I see every day. So I remember we stayed outside, and only Mataji and Pitaji and went inside
Oh,
to do
really?
the puja.
Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting. Oh, okay. Didn't know that. Interesting.
yeah. It's strange, but we didn't go. We were not allowed to go inside.
Oh, okay. Didn't
Mhm.
realize that. Right. That's a shame. Yeah, sometimes these traditions, you wonder where they come from.
They are maybe very strict regarding girls. Maybe
Mm,
I don't know.
or maybe the boys.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, thank you for sharing that.
It's like, thank you.
Amazed you remember that. Must have been many years back.
Yeah,
Good.
I remember because it was strange because we had to stay near that well, and then my Mataji said we are going inside, so make sure that you don't move from there. And when
No,
we come back, we must be finding you there. So she was a little bit anxious that she's leaving us behind,
alone.
and
Yeah.
she was a little bit anxious. But we stayed there and we waited, and then
Mm,
when they came and we were there, it's okay.
very
Yeah,
good. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that.
thank you.
Pawa Ben?
Yeah, it's a good experience he shared because he was only 9. And they were waiting somewhere.
Yeah, true.
A very good experience. My it's just a comment. I'm going to tell about this Ahelia Holkar. At present, the serial is coming on Sony TV.
Oh, is it? Okay.
And it is selling that it's 18th century Ahelia Holkar by, and it's a true story. And the one you said just now that she really built that was Rameswar or
Rameshwar and Varanasi, quite a few.
Yeah, the Mughal wouldn't allow to build a Hindu shivling, but she said no, we will do it. In the end, everybody was afraid of Mughal people because they didn't like it. They didn't like Hindus worshipping. And in the end, she just does the conch, conch?
Yeah, blowing.
Yeah. And all of the sudden, all the villages peoples come there, and then they said, no, we are going to do the puja here, and the new temple will be rebuilt. And then in the end, Mughal say, it's all right, you win. And it is I mean, this is I've seen on the television, that's why I'm talking about it, but it is true. And the way you are telling, she is a really brave lady.
Yeah,
And,
amazing. Amazing.
She's winning everybody's heart. It's I don't know, because it is telling true story, that's why I'm following.
Good. Yeah, good. And let us know any other things about her. Very interesting. Very interesting.
Oh, it's so much to say, there is, they were in the village, there was no water, and there was like telling how, I don't know how to explain you. And even the Dhanrasi is finished from the Raj, from the kingdom. And she said, it's all right, I will sell my old property which I've got, and I'll get the money, and then we can make some well, dig the wells, and then water will come out, and then the water is given to all the people in the villages. Right. But it's and every time it is difficult time, but she's always there to help everyone. And she's at present they are calling her. She's the mom of that time. Mom Ahelia Bai Ma of that kingdom. Okay. And it's really nice. Every day I'm following. But at present, her son is not like her. He grew up, but he is opposite.
Oh, it's a shame.
So the grandfather is telling, I've lost everything because Ahelia Bai's husband is already killed. And she is very good to carry on. I mean, how, like, king can help everyone, and king can even if there is any difficulties, king will come out and says he will help. That is how Ahilya Bai is, that she's helping everyone, and grandfather is very happy about her, and she's already given the throne to her. But son didn't come out like that. Son is opposite. He want to spend money about the kingdom, and all the money he wants to spend is like on himself, like playing jugar. What is called jugar in English?
Gambling. Yeah, gambling. Yeah.
And he wants to build everything for himself, and he's telling, no, I will do what I want. I'm not going to listen you, mom. So okay. It's really nice. If you follow, it's much better. I'm sorry, but I'm not very good at telling everything.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
No, thank you. I mean, thanks for listening.
No, thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Good.
She is very good lady. All right, thank you.
Thank you very
much. Because when you said, when I heard the Ahilya Bai Holkar, the name, I said, oh, this is the one same thing which I'm watching on the TV.
That's good. It's good confirmation to have. Very good. Thank
you. Thank you.
So, Jyotirlingas ki jai, Lord Shiva ki jai.